Hello, hello. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be talking about a very anticipated game, Resident Evil Village, aka Resident Evil 8. This game had its a lot of fun in it actually. The graphics were fantastic. There were good graphics in this game. Um,
Probably the best like Resident Evil like we've seen with this new RE engine.
oh yeah,
It's
graphics were fantastic in
incredible.
this game. You could tell they really put the work in it. Made sure they had everything worked out. Yeah, the cutscenes were fantastic. Yeah, great cutscenes. Yeah, basically, it was this game had some scariness to it, but majority of it was like jump scares and and just to get your heart jumping a little bit. Definitely, this game definitely keeps you on your toes. You face enemies throughout. There's no time for you to literally just stand there and kind of or walk around. And you think you have like a moment of peace. You all of a sudden you just have some enemies running up on you. This is the way that game works. Um, this game definitely has an up and down pace to it. At times you have like a momentum of action and you're going through and it's just you got the momentum and everything going for you, and all of a sudden it slows down for a little bit. What do you think, Stars?
Well, we have to analyze one thing though, like about the fact of why the pacing is so up and down. Because if there wasn't a period of time where it felt slow, you wouldn't be able to loot. You wouldn't be able to go around and check things. You wouldn't be able to like craft items. There just wouldn't be time for it if you were just constantly in a slew of enemies. Like you have to like take that into consideration.
That is true.
But when it's high, it feels good because like you're blowing away like werewolves and zombies and vampires. It's really entertaining in those moments and feels really good. Um, Definitely unique in almost every single way compared to prior Resident Evils. As far as like storyline and everything, I feel like the storyline was not as good as RE7, but like had its moment of shine closer to the end. The beginning felt like I don't really know what's going on because there's not really too much like to show for in this as far as the storyline is concerned. But it all is made up once you're able to complete this game.
Yeah, definitely. The beginning part of the game really does get you going, and you got the middle part, which gets it's here up and down here and there because you got to loot, you got to find stuff to keep yourself going, of course. Um, for house supplies and ammo and stuff. Like any other Resident Evil game, you have to keep your supplies up. Uh, they're different from Resident Evil 7 is you got a bigger map that you can walk around more of out in its um outdoorsy. Um, but just like most Resident Evil games, there's certain areas you can't go by until you get further along in the game, which is everyone knows.
Well, you can say this about any game. Like as games get further along within the story, things start to make sense. Things start to click. Things start to make total sense as you're going through, and you're seeing like everything that's being shown to you as it's progressing. When you look at these like storyline based games, like not in every scenario for every storyline game does this beginning of it really make sense of what's going on until closer to the end, and you really start to see like in this instance you start to see what what Ethan Winters is like and what the character, the character that he is, the type of person he is, the you get to see what his intentions are and the type what what he is and what his thought process is toward everything. You really start to see what he like who he is and where he's going and what his plans are going forward and what he plans to achieve in this particular storyline compared to RE7.
Yeah,
And you also get to see how 7 correlates with 8, and you get to this really defined idea of who he is. Chris Redfield, I wish we saw more of him. We got more of him in this game. Hopefully, in the next game, we get more of him. He's an incredible character in itself. Like the the more you have him around, the more you understand him as a character too. And what we saw from him in this game felt incredible too. Like you're just like, I want more of him.
definitely. You definitely you get to see how he evolves in the story and everything. Um, you do get a good amount of weapons in this game. Um, that you get throughout the game. So yeah, we each
I feel like the variety is better than RE7.
yeah, I can agree to
I know
that.
I know that that'll probably be subjective to everyone, or other people might feel differently. But I feel like the selection is better, especially also having the weapons guy, the Duke. Like
That guy, man,
he,
that guy.
he definitely made the experience for weaponry and everything feel more obtainable, and without having to complete a puzzle and you get this guy, or you complete this puzzle you get this guy. It just felt better in every single way. Also, the fact that even the uh, even the inventory management and inventory in general felt more like RE7. I mean RE4. RE4 had the same inventory management. It felt exactly the same for people who've played RE4. Combat feels like RE4. Um, it it's incredible that they were able to take the best of both worlds of RE4 and RE7 and make it feel like a whole new experience.
This was a very different experience for Resident Evil game. Yeah, it just you had no idea what to expect really. When you no matter which area you were going to, you had no idea what to expect at all. And that's what I did enjoy about this game. Um, yeah, you do. There is a variety of characters that are in this game. That you run into, and
That as far as that is concerned, the depth was incredible.
I think that's
The
true.
depth of lore and the character variety and uh, just being able to just give us a whole new experience and still keep it authentic to the Resident Evil franchise was incredible.
And just like any other Resident Evil game, there's puzzles to unlock and stuff throughout the map, throughout the areas you go to. Um, this is a very loot light game where you have to make sure you go and explore each area, make sure you don't miss anything, to loot, to sell, to buy, and craft. You can craft in this game and craft ammo and health supplies and stuff to keep yourself going. There's basically a lot of puzzles in this game
Well,
where you have to.
all those little things are not mandatory. For most people, they're just gonna go try to complete the game as quickly as possible
Yeah,
and move
for
on to
people
the
that
next
want to just
game.
complete the game, and now we're about those. Yeah, but there are
People
certain
who actually
puzzles you have to do to actually progress through the game as well.
but for people who are trying to experience the all in all of this game, definitely definitely do as much of everything as possible because a lot of the treasures and everything are hidden behind puzzles, and those treasures can give you more money, and more money means better weaponry, better arsenals going into everything. Being able to buy stuff from the Duke is uh, like a lifesaver when you're in a situation where you're going into a boss battle. Come in with extra ammo, come in with a better gun, come in with your guns upgraded. It, that extra money goes a long way within completing everything that you need to complete.
This game does have its autosave feature, so it does have its autosave points, but also it does have like most Resident Evil games, it's those areas where you can go and manually save as well, and that does help in a way because you have no idea where it's going to autosave you, so the autosave could be way before you found the save point, and you might have already done a lot of stuff before that autosave happened.
Surprisingly, every time I've come back in, though, surprisingly, every time that I've manually saved, it was already auto saved right at the same point that I was at with the manual save. So
Yeah,
that
I've had times
definitely
like
is
that, but I've also had times where I've didn't manually save, and the autosave took me back like a good amount before I actually finished a certain area, and I had to refinish a certain area again. So yeah, definitely be careful when and how autosave works in this game because it could be fine, and but it also could work against you. That's why the point of still keeping manual saves in this game was actually a good idea by the developers. And also, in case you want to go back to that certain point as well, like if you realized you forgot something, you can go back to that point. And let's say there was a certain treasure you wanted to go back to get, but you forgot. You're not that far ahead, but the save point you have is right in that same location area. You can just quit the game and load back into that save point you have and go right back and collect that treasure you forgot or whatever else you forgot to do in that area. All in all, this game gave a great experience. It was fun to play.
one
Definitely.
thing that we should definitely notate for people who are watching this video is boss battles are all unique, which is an incredible feature that each boss battle felt different, and they all had uh, different feelings every time you went against a different boss, which made it an incredible feature. To like one boss, you would be doing this, and the next boss, that same thing is not this like the same way you would have fought the last boss.
Yeah,
So
each area's boss that you battled against really was different. You really had to strategize how you want to take out that boss. Because they may well you worked before on on other bosses may not work on that one boss you're fighting, and it really changes up real quick on you if you're not ready. And might I say, it's kind of hard to be ready when you have no idea what you're facing.
So let's crack into the final thoughts on this, dude.
Well, my final thoughts on this game um, are this is a fun game. Um, has a lot to give. Uh, it gives a great story. Definitely a great story. Gives you a lot to do. It really throughout the game gives you a lot to do. Um, I don't really know if kids should be playing this game, especially young ones, because there's a lot in this game that can really.
Living daylights out of you, you're going to enjoy this one a lot more than you enjoyed RE7. For people who could not
This game was more of a not scare the person, but let's give some action and a tiny bit of maybe a little heebie-jeebie to the person. Like this maybe have your hair stand up and not really scare you. So this game was more of that's how the players play this game and not have to worry about scaring their pants off or have people like literally jump off the game because you just got a little too scared for it to go through it. Trust me, I played 7 and I literally could not play that during the nighttime. I had to play that game during the day because that game was really really scary for me to play during the night. That game literally felt like a horror movie. It was not not fun, but it was fun. It was fun to play once you got the momentum going. But eight's definitely the action game to give you. So it really is like a lot action packed in this game. A lot of turns, a lot of things you don't expect. They really get you in this game with when you think it's going one way and all of a sudden shit goes the whole opposite way.
This game is a 9.
There you go. We're giving this game its due. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell to stay tuned for more content.
We're gonna get down to the 2-man crew appraisal of this game. Be a part of our crew.